Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2. And I'm back with part 2 of What If Naruto Was Curse with Endless Reincarnation, guys. Remember to get this one too. 100 likes as usual. Share this to all of your friends on your social media platform. And also guys, if you're new and this is the first time hearing my voice, yes, I indeed have 3 more channels which I post What If on every single day for you guys to enjoy. All of the links will be down in the description, so go ahead and obliterate that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. So without further ado or wasting any more time, don't forget to turn on the bell notification. Let us jump right into this brand new episode, shall we? Let's begin now, guys. So the last part that we left off, we get to see Naruto Uzumaki on a roof where he was greeted by Iruka. His comments led to Iruka informing the Hokage. Once again Naruto was chastised. Hiruzen did not know what to do with him, because Naruto claimed that he's lived this life before, and everything was pointless basically, as he saw things as nothing but entertainment. That is when we got a bit of his backstory. Naruto has reincarnated now 4,572,000 times. The first time around he fell in love with Hinata, Baruto, Himawari, but when he died, he did not regain his memories until he was 19 years old in the next life, and so on and so on and so on. The longer it went, the more the memories started to return recently, and he was the only one that remembered them. So for the next few million years, Naruto had to watch his parents die in front of his eyes as he was trapped in a weakened body. His strength did not return. No, it did not, but his knowledge did. Somehow his mind kept intact as he could remember every single detail of each of their life. How his mind stabilized, he believed it was because his body was fresh every time he reincarnated. But he was the only one the fox did not remember. Kurama did not know. So Naruto started to stop care about everything, really. As life went on, Naruto stopped caring. He gave up most times. He became a tyrant, he became a monster, he became a savior. He did so much things. With so many different people, he tried almost everything, and now he was simply annoyed by most of it, as he really did not take life seriously. His comments to Ino, as Naruto was just messing around, having no actual romantic interest to make a move. Same for Sasuke and Sakura. He liked to mess with people. He liked to antagonize people to find some sort of joy, because maybe then it would take away from the bitter emptiness that he was constantly feeling. When the bell test came around, Kakashi was observing Naruto and his words. Naruto was able to trap the copy ninja in a strange fluctuation of chakra, confusing Kakashi. He spoke to Hiruzen after the test, as he told him to keep an eye on Naruto, as they started to wonder if his theories were actually truthful, because Naruto had cut down Mizuki without hesitation, showing the seasonal effect of a person that have a lot of experience. So there was something there. Things became worse as they started to perform their D-rank missions. Naruto went out of his way to cause chaos, enjoying of teasing people, bothering people. He was always doing something, one thing after the another. never taking anything seriously. He stopped taking life seriously a long time ago because all of it was pointless to him, because eventually it would all just go over and over again. As they finally got a mission outside, Naruto was able to do something that shocked Kakashi, as Naruto used his own blood and somehow supercharged it into a bomb, blowing Miyaizo to pieces, shocking the copy ninja, as he was startled by that, having no idea how Naruto would know something like that unless everything that he was saying was truthful. He had really lived this life over and over and over again, and he simply knew so much. Kakashi started to question if Naruto was actually being truthful with everything, wondering if he was making this up or it was making sense now. The copy ninja really did not know, but he will find out. That is where we see a woman in an unknown location as she was sitting. Her eyes were closed, but in front of her she was holding a book. Inside was a strange number. It was 4,572,000, the same amount of time that Naruto has been reincarnated, as his name was also in that book. Whoever this was, she seemed to be tied in with Naruto's fate. What this mean? Well, we will find out. So yeah guys, basically that's where left off. You guys can switch across the place, check it out for yourself. So yeah, let us begin this now guys. As Team 7 venture further into the mist, given what happened earlier, Tazuna realized that this mere child wasn't so much a child. His blood had exploded, killing the demon brother. It was Sakura who questioned Naruto on what happened there. They were confused though when he told them that he learned it from an ancient civilization who could control their blood in special ways. Sasuke, believing that he was just keeping the secret to himself, but Kakashi jotted down everything that Naruto said in one part of his mind, keeping the information, because the copy ninja has never seen someone do something like that. Granted, he was not that old, but still, he's been in a war before. He's seen chaos and destruction, but that was not something that he's seen before. As they went further in, that is when their greatest threat so far arrived. Well, in terms of Team 7 and their newly formed, formation. The blade slammed into the tree as everyone had fallen to the ground, taking cover. He arrived, dangerous, intimidating, but all of that was broken when a simple question was asked. Aren't you cold? Zabuza blinked as he was about to say something to the copy ninja, but this child, his words caught him off guard. But it wasn't just that. It was how nonchalant the child seemed while the others seemed prepared or either worried, but the boy was so calm, so natural as he asked the question. It was strange. I mean, come on, said Naruto. It's freezing out here with the mist and the early morning, and no sleep for you. So I have to ask, aren't you cold? Naruto said. However, Zabuza decided to use it as a teaching moment to show the difference between them. Unlike you fresh brats who know nothing of this world, running around believing that being a ninja is a game. Hold on. Are you trying to lecture me when I asked you a simple question? You know, I never liked you. You don't know me, Zabuza said. That's what you think, said Naruto. So, why don't you just go away? I'm really not in a mood to fight right now, because you annoy me with your words, Naruto said. Zabuza vanished, appearing in front of Naruto. Perhaps he was a bit pissed off than he should be. I don't know who the hell you think you are, brat, he said. However, that mouth of yours is gonna cost you. However, Kakashi wouldn't allow that to happen. As he tried to move in, only for Naruto to go through the same hand signs and thrust his hand out towards the copy ninja. Kakashi was frozen in place. "No," said Naruto, "you stay back." As the great demon mist, Naruto said, rolling his eyes. Or what was it again? The demon of the hidden mist? Want to test me? "Let me go," Kakashi said, trying to break free from the hold Naruto had over him. "You broke free last time," said Naruto. "Why don't you do that again?" Until then, by the time Naruto turned around, Sakura screamed out for him to look as Zabuza brought his blade down, having enough. But Naruto dodged. Zabuza swing once again, but Naruto dodged. Each strike, everything, Naruto dodge, evade, turn, and twist. Even Kakashi was astonished as he was freed. Zabuza cannot touch him. What the hell is going on? It's like this brat know what I'll do next. Zabuza decided to change things up a bit, but even then, it wasn't working. New rhythms, new patterns. This is what you get when you've been alive for so long. Well, technically I do die, but I've studied every single pattern in this world, and every pattern that you would ever do. So, you can't beat me. Zabuza tried to do something unpredictable. What did I just say? You know, I think all the coolness is getting to you. It's stopping some brain function from working. Naruto mocked as he dodged every single strike. Zabuza was unable to hit him, not even once. It wasn't that Naruto was just that much faster. His predictability was just so great that Zabuza cannot touch him, and it made no sense. Zabuza got pissed and drive his blade into the earth, cracking it. Out of sheer laziness, Naruto brought his hands up, just to cover his own eyes, despite having them closed. He was much too lazy to defend himself at all possible times. Well, mostly because he did not care that much. Lucky thing Kakashi arrived, using the back plate of his glove hand to block the blade. He threw Naruto back as Naruto crashed on the ground. But did he get up? No. He simply lay there as the two of them fought. Unfortunately though, Kakashi went onto the water where he was captured in a water prison. Zabuza summoned 3 water clones. Sakura shouted at Naruto, who seemed to have drifted off to sleep. Sasuke prepared himself as Naruto slowly rubbed his eyes. "It's pointless. We're all going to die," he said, causing Tazuna to worry, Sakura to panic, but Sasuke refused to give up. Despite feeling fear, he refused to back down, gripping onto his weapon. "I'm not gonna die here," he said, "so get the hell up and fight." He shouted at Naruto, knowing that he was going to need him after what he saw earlier. Naruto simply chuckled as he got to his feet. "I suppose I can still amuse myself." "Give this to me," he said, taking away Sasuke's kunai. He slit his finger and wiped the blood on the kunai. He then went through hand sign. The next moment he launched it. A clone easily deflected, but the kunai hung suspended in the air. "What the hell?" they all said, until the marking, dripping with his blood, started twisting on itself. The clones were yanked as they were sucked inside of a strange vortex. Everyone was confused as the weapon fell back down to the ground. The blood gone. What was that? Even Zabuza was caught off guard and surprised by that. That, my friend, is a very complex and powerful seal. It's a good thing it doesn't require that much of a chakra control. Otherwise, Naruto fell into the water as Zabuza's sword almost took his head off. But lucky for him, it was at that moment that his body lacked the necessary control to remain on the water surface and he fell. Zabuza pulled his arm back. Out of sheer surprise when Naruto appeared behind him, he pulled his arm in swing, freeing the copy ninja, who grabbed Naruto's leg and launch him out of the water and kick Zabuza away. Kakashi was done holding back as Naruto crashed on the surface, but this time, he had no illusion of getting up as he lay there, hearing the sparks and weapons clashing against one another. The battle came to an end finally, with the missing Nen, as Naruto smiled when he sensed Haku's presence. Well, he knew that Haku was there the entire time. Haku was always one of his favorites. So nice and sweet, yet so protective and so loyal. His body was still very new to doing anything. Walking on water wasn't as easy. Well, he lacked the physical attributes to do any of that. But it was a good thing that he knew a lot of things that did not require that much of an expert in chakra control. The copy ninja was tired, so they had to carry him back. When Kakashi opened his eyes as he was in the home of Tazuna, Naruto was also in the corner sleeping as well. Kakashi noticed that Naruto was holding on to his book. He pushed himself over and grabbed it away, hitting the corner on Naruto's temple to awaken him. "What the hell?" said Naruto as he rubbed his head. "Are the others safe?" Kakashi questioned. "Don't worry, they're just fine." Kakashi breathed a sigh of relief. "Don't you worry. No one's gonna die anytime soon," Naruto said. "It's not fated for them to die unless I do something that changes their future. Because everything is so predictable." "You claim that you've lived this life before, correct?" "Yes," said Naruto. "Then tell me, what else is going to happen?" "Well, firstly, Zabuza is not dead. That person was his accomplice. He simply knocked him out to keep him safe. We will fight Zabuza again, and that person is rather special. His name is Haku, you see. He is really good looking. I'm not even trying to glorify anything here. In the first few times around, I believe that he was actually a female, but he's a male. He's just a really innocent soul that has been brought into this wicked life that we live." Kakashi had his assumptions after seeing that the head was not taken. What? Most missing ninjas, lower half of their corpse were destroyed while the head was taken for proof of death. And Naruto was saying everything that he believed right there and then. He looked at him, his one eye observing him carefully. "You still don't believe me? Well, it doesn't matter. I've stopped trying to make people believe me a long time ago. Because you know why? It's all pointless," said Naruto. For the first time, Kakashi saw a genuine emotion within Naruto's eyes, other than just a lust for entertainment. And it seemed so empty. Time skip. Inari was angry. They were here pretending like everything was going to be okay. But what he did not expect was the reaction that he received. "Well then, why don't you go ahead and just off yourself, if it's that pointless?" Inari was taken aback, but he wasn't the only one, as everyone looked at Naruto like he was crazy. Better note, let me do it for you. Naruto picked up the fork and launched it. Inari ducked for cover, but it did not get too close to him as it stabbed into the wall. Tsunami rushed her son aid, shouting at Naruto, "Are you crazy?" she said. "I have been told that on several occasions." "Well, look at him. Cowering and afraid. He doesn't want to die, he's just a really annoying kid." "That's enough," said Kakashi. "I suppose it is." The mood had switched from entertainment to boredom, Naruto said, making his way as he proceeded to leave the house. Tazuna had to question Kakashi on what was his deal. As Kakashi spoke, Naruto believing that he was living the same life over and over again. So he found it all to be predictable and just annoying. Well, That's impossible, right? Tazuna said. Of course something like that can't be real, he said out loud. As Naruto had not tried to keep it a privacy or not tried to tell everyone, he has spoken about it on several occasions. Sasuke believed that he was doing this for attention. Sakura didn't get why he was doing this. But Kakashi was starting to believe what Naruto was saying. This world was a crazy place after all, with crazy things in it. Maybe this was just a part of his reality. On the outside, if he kept on going he would meet Haku, but Naruto saw the water as he proceeded to strip down completely and dive in, going for a midnight swim, enjoying himself. Before he knew it, the day came. Inari was still afraid of him even after Kakashi had spoken to the young child. Inari looked away whenever he saw Naruto or he hid away. But Naruto did not mind, nor did he care that much. Falling asleep, Team 7 left him behind as Naruto was awoken to Inari, cursing at the bandits to release his mother. On countless occasions, Naruto had this play out, just to try to find some different sort of excitement, to see something else. But he had every scenario played out, every single one of them. He knew everything that would happen, so none of it really matters. And if he did allow this to play out, there will be a whole lot of headache later on with him not intervening. So Naruto jumped down. The bandit slashed at his chest, the blade tearing his shirt, as Naruto stood in front of Inari. However, he barely budged. The bandit stood there with absolute shock written all over his face as he watched steam came from the wound. The child healed right in front of his eyes. Naruto was moving so slow and so calm, yet he dodged, he blocked. He pulled a kunai out and stabbed through the hand of the one holding Tsunami and took her away as he handed her off to Inari, who looked rather shocked. Behind you, Inari said as the both of them swung. However, Naruto simply pulled two kunais and threw them. It stabbed in their hands. Their grip loosened as they could not hold their blades anymore. They staggered back as Naruto stepped on one of the blades and kicked it upwards. He then grabbed it and threw it like a javelin. It split through the guy's throat. The other one, turning and running away, Naruto picked up his blade and pulled his arm back as he looked into the sky, waiting for the right moment as he threw it. The next moment, the scream could be heard throughout the forest. Naruto grabbed the body and tossed it into the water as it proceeded to sink. Inari looked terrified. Naruto simply pat him on the head. Don't worry, this is common in ninja life. Naruto made his way as he arrived to see the guy on the ground, the sword having pierced through his back, given the force that it had fallen with. Naruto ripped it out. He would die eventually of blood loss. Naruto made his way to the bridge, holding on to the sword in his hand. He tried to funnel his chakra through it, but the sword broke. A bit too much power, he thought to himself. But the handle was still there. Naruto arrived to see the section of the gap open. He proceeded to pull his arm back and launch the handle. Haku came down. It was the exact moment that it came out of nowhere and slammed in his shoulder. Shock. He staggered back and jumped away as Sasuke was taking a few breaths, his Sharingan eyes trying to, make his body keep up. Naruto was late due to his very slow walking, but it was a precise time that Haku would have left the mirror and jumped out. Naruto knew every single pattern, every scenario, every move. He made his way. While it was hard to get out, getting in was easy. But Sasuke wasn't having that, you idiot. You should have stayed outside so that we could stop talking, said Naruto. Doesn't matter if I stayed outside or not. We don't have to fight anymore. Haku, if you don't give up, you're going to die. Is that really what you want? Haku was stunned. Ha. How do you know my name? He said. I know a lot about you. Your past, your future. Well, a lot of your different futures. You have exactly 5 seconds to say I give up, otherwise I'm gonna kill you, said Naruto. You've always been one of my favorites. Don't let me kill you. I don't know who you are, or who do you think I am? But my death will not happen today. The only thing that will happen is my master Zabuza. Naruto was already going through hand sign as Haku spoke. When he was finished, all the ice around started to melt as a strange, powerful seal spread over the bridge. Haku had to leap through the mirror, unable to sustain it. He landed completely shocked and confused. What did you do? 2 seals woven into one. Your perfect counter, said Naruto. And here come the second one. Chains. Chains made from chakra shoot out of the ground. Not just in one spot. The seal seemed to replicate itself over and over. Haku tried to keep up, but they were simply too much, as Naruto so casually pulled off. Jutsu that was ancient, that was old, that was powerful. Haku was bind and captured. Sasuke was stunned to how quickly Naruto ended this. Naruto stepped towards him, Haku struggling to break free. No, I refuse to fall. I am a tool for Master Zabuza and I will... Blood gashed and spurted on the bridge as Naruto split Haku's throat. There was no hesitation. Maybe we'll have some fun the other time around, said Naruto. I'm just really annoyed today. Maybe I didn't sleep well, he said, listing off things that would make him annoyed. Sasuke was taken aback. This guy was a psychopath. There was no other way to describe him. Yes, it was the enemy, but there was something about how he spoke to the dying enemy on the ground. Why he did what he did. And the look in his eyes. Even Sasuke, someone that does not care that much, was taken aback by Naruto's attitude towards the whole situation. He dusted his hands off. Well, that's over with, he said, calmly making his way towards the other side. However, by the time he arrived, Zabuza was captured by Kakashi. With no Haku alive, the Chidori ripped through his chest, claiming his life, as Kakashi was exhausted. Naruto arrived and pat him on the shoulder as he had dropped to one knee. Fantastic job, Sensei. Where are the others? Kakashi said. Don't worry, they're safe. The enemy has been defeated, said Naruto. But it seems like we have a bigger problem. Kakashi was confused until he looked upwards to see the group, Gato and his man, approaching. Damn it, he cursed under his breath as he thought about his fatigue, how tired he truly was. The numbers were simply too great. Gato looked down towards the corpse of Zabuza and scoffed. Some so-called demon, he said. Can't even take on a group of children. He looked rather annoyed as he looked towards the Konoha ninjas that remained. You're outmatched in every single possible way. I want no beef with Konoha. Leave this place now, and none of you will have to face my wrath, he said, as behind him stood his menacing group. Seems like you're rather exhausted, Sensei. Think you can kill all of them? Kakashi looked towards Naruto. This is bad. I want you to go and inform the others what is going on. I will stay here and slow them down, the copy ninja told him, willing to sacrifice her life even with your situation. But don't you worry, said Naruto. I got you covered. In some cases, I let you die, but not this one. The alternative of your death will just make everyone somber. I like the cheery attitude. It gives more room for enjoyment and me making fun. There is no way that you can take them on by yourself, said Kakashi. Now that's where you're wrong. I might not be physically able due to my own laziness, but I don't need physical strength to defeat these lowlifes. After all, in this case, not having a good chakra control would be perfect because there is an absurd amount of them. Naruto said, stepping forward. Upon stepping forward, Gato and his men got themselves ready as Naruto went through 6 hand signs. The next moment, his body started to charge with electricity as it shot into the sky, confusing many. The amount of power that Naruto released was simply too much due to his lack of perfect control. The next moment, the heavens became dark. A large patch of the clouds. You start to see the place gain a lot of shadow all around them. Naruto then held his hand out. Lightning rained down, but instead of striking him, it twisted with his chakra, electrifying Naruto's entire body. However, due to his lack of control, Kakashi had to jump away as erratic clashes erupted from Naruto. This was not something that he could use around comrade, well, if he had cared, as he did not even warn the copy ninja. Gato's men, 5 of them were eradicated in a second. Gato looked petrified as Naruto smiled at him. Oh, it's not over yet. Naruto ran forward as he jumped over their heads. Let loose. Everyone's eyes went wide. They had to shut them a moment later as a bright light enveloped that part of the bridge. Not only was Gato and his people eviscerated by the force of lightning, but that section of the bridge was also reduced to nothingness. Tazuna, everyone was shocked as they opened their eyes. As Kakashi stood there, the doubts that he once had were starting to clear away. The reality of Naruto being truly what he is was finally set in. Wait, where the hell was he? Kakashi looked around when he realized something. He rushed towards the edge as he saw Naruto unconscious in the water. He fell in. The protective layer of chakra that kept him safe had been gone. His body was being electrified in the water. Kakashi wasted no time, reaching within his pouch, pulling out a scroll. He had to get something so that he would not be electrocuted either. Time skip. Naruto opened his eyes as he was covered in bandages. His body felt stiff. I didn't die. His words caused Kakashi to focus on him as the copy ninja was there by the window. Was that what you were expecting? He questioned. Well, given how sucky my control is, and that technique is an S-rank technique, limited by my, well, control at that moment, said Naruto. Kakashi, looking down towards Naruto with an absolute shock look on his face. Come on, what can I say? Life, death, it's all pointless to me, because none of it matters. Say I do believe you. Say you do. Come on. Have you ever even seen that technique before? Where would I have learned it? Well, there are many openings for me to learn it, but given how sucky my control is, isn't it more possible that I already knew it, but my control is just really bad? Then what is this, said Kakashi. Some kind of curse, forcing you to live life over and over again. We've had this conversation a few thousand times, but I'll tell you the same thing that I told you before. I don't know. I've done everything. I've went to spiritual, mental healers all across this galaxy. I've spoken to gods, I've spoken to legends. I've killed them, forcing them to relinquish me of this curse, but they have no idea what it is. It led me to believe that this is something that just truly cannot be taken away. That is why none of this matters, Naruto said. Because soon enough something is gonna happen. I'm gonna die, or I'm gonna get bored and want to start over and just off myself. Or maybe I'll turn evil this time again and just kill everyone. So, none of it is really, well, happening in a future sense, because eventually it's all gonna be the same thing to me. What if we can break it, said Kakashi. Naruto threw his head back and started to laugh. I haven't laughed like that in a very long time, said Naruto. But that question, it always made me laugh, no matter what. Trust me, Naruto said as he got to his feet. You can't break it. If gods can't break it, you definitely can't. Naruto stepped towards the window. Don't worry, I won't go all big bad this time around. Tired of that. Besides, I've killed everyone in the elemental nations thousands upon thousands of times, including you. Tend to get boring after a while. Kakashi's mind was going through a lot, as Naruto spoke about massacring everyone so casually. Yet, he couldn't help but believe everything that Naruto was saying after the display that he saw today. Time skip. And I was hailed as a hero, said Naruto, as he was in the office back at Konoha. Now, if you don't mind, it's been a long, exhausting, and boring journey. So I'll see you guys, Naruto said, leaving the office. Oh, and don't forget to discuss about whether I'm crazy or not, he said, leaving the Hokage there, along with Kakashi, as the other two looked towards him. Naruto made his way, walking through the streets of Konoha, when suddenly, he looked up. What the? Boom! An explosion sent Naruto sailing, but not just him, several people around. Immediately, the people were notified. Kakashi Hatake rushed towards the window. Hiruzen Sarutobi, realizing that the village was under attack. Ninjas started to group, making their way onwards, flocking towards the situation. As Naruto lay there, his shirt burned. He was bleeding. He leaned against the wall. What the hell was that? Every single one of them, without his interference, went the same. But this, he didn't do anything to cause this. Naruto got to his feet. The moment he did, he was kicked, blasting through the wall. He was sent sailing, crashing for miles upon miles. The force was enough to shatter his jaw, sending him blasting through Konoha like a rocket. Whoever hit him was powerful, terrifyingly so. As Naruto was fading in and out, trying to remain conscious, his hand slowly moving, his fingertips lighting up as he slammed his hand in his chest. The next moment, his body seemed to get a shot of adrenaline. His eyes snapped open. He immediately got to his feet. She walked with purpose. She walked without hesitation. As the ninjas flocked around her, she held her hand out. The blade materialized out of thin air as she sliced. In an instant, several ninjas were split. Naruto got to his feet fully. But when he saw her face, Naruto was taken aback. Kakashi landed beside him. Anvus were on the walls. What's going on? Kakashi said. But they saw the look on Naruto's face. And when they saw her, they were speechless. Kushina Uzumaki. Her long flowing red hair. Her blue eyes. His His mother. Naruto couldn't believe it, but they were not under the assumption that he knew who she was. This isn't possible. Who are you? Said Naruto. His tone getting so serious, it was just so different. He wasn't joking anymore. Don't you recognize me? Son, she said to him with a smile. I am your mother after all. You're not my mother. You're not supposed to be here. Now tell me, what the hell are you? She chuckled, looking around. Just like how they don't believe you. You don't believe me. I'm hurt. I've come to save you, my child. You just shatter my jaw, said Naruto. As it was healed, but still it was indeed painful. But not that much to him. Well, sometime a mother has to deliver tough love, she said to him. Especially when their son has been a rude little boy. Alright, cut the shit. Tell me who you are. Otherwise, I'm gonna kill you, said Naruto. Kill me? You haven't noticed it, have you? Look at me, she said. I am. No. Truly look at me. He knew what she was referring to as he made his hand into a strange formation with a circular hand sign. As you could see it over his eyes, like a pair of binoculars. Naruto then saw it. He saw her power. He saw. Get away, he said. What? Run. Whatever this is. It's powerful than all of you combined. Come on now, my son. Don't talk about your mother like that. She stood beside them, shocking everyone, even the Hokage. Harrison raised his arm, but he was blasted through buildings. Kakashi, Sharingan spun, but she reached him. She grabbed his face and smashed it through the wall. The Anvu's launched kunais towards her back. She turned and split them all with a sword swipe. But that gave Naruto the opportunity as he slammed his hand in her chest. A spiral seal spread outwards. Naruto leaped away as she was stuck for a moment. He shouted, "Hit it with everything you got!" None of them hesitated after seeing what that thing did to their Hokage. They unleashed. Right there. There was no one around to feel the brunt of their techniques. As the explosion filled the sky. However, when the smoke and dust cleared, she was unharmed. The veil that protected her slowly vanishing away. Come on now. Did you really think that you were the only one that was special? Naruto looked down towards his hands. What the hell was this feeling? He thought he lost it a long time ago. But no. Why the hell was he afraid? He thought to himself as she slowly approached. Just stay still. I promise. I won't hurt you anymore. Besides, we do have a lot to discuss, my son. Stop calling me that. Whatever you are, you abomination, said Naruto. She chuckled. Her laughter, her voice, all sounding the same. It doesn't matter what you think, she said. You are coming with me. She sprinted towards him. However, there was a flash. Her wrist was grabbed as it was inches away from Naruto's face. It was that woman with the book. Her long white hair flowing, her blue eyes focusing on Kushina. Kushina simply smiled. So, you finally crawl out of your hiding hole. It's been a while, hasn't it? And you decide to make your move. Well, we both know that this was the time. I'm sure you have the information in your little book. That doesn't matter right now. The white-haired woman spoke. She gazed at Naruto. Don't worry. She will not harm you. Naruto was looking at her. And who the hell are you? The look in her eyes, as if she expected Naruto to know who she was. as if she was looking for something, this longing like she knew him. But Naruto had no idea who this woman was. Enough talking. Kushina's hand swing through the air, breaking the woman's grip. As she twirled the blade and split her into several pieces. The pieces fell down to the ground. She was dead. Kushina sprint and grabbed Naruto. He tried to fight her, but she was physically stronger by a lot. She leaped into the sky. However, the pieces on the ground start to reattach themselves. The woman was fully formed within a second. As the ninjas all watching confusion, she bent her knees. When she took off, the entire street exploded as her speed reached Kushina within a second. I said, "You will not take him." She spun as Kushina tried to block it, but she kicked her with such a force that her body, it was superheated by the force of travel. She crashed, piercing through land platforms, ripping through large platforms that seemed like mountains as they went on for miles. Her body long since shattering the sound barrier. Naruto was falling from the sky as the white-haired woman grabbed him. She landed like it was nothing, cracking the street. She released him. "What the hell is going on? Who are you people?" said Naruto. "You don't know me," she said, "but I know you. And I know everything." Her following words confirm it. 4,572,000. Naruto's eyes went wide. "It's time you know everything," she said. But before that, they heard a sound. "What the hell was that?" said Naruto. "She's coming." But guys, be and subscribe right here. If you want to see the next part, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. But I'm off for now. Peace.